Hello, everyone.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube Saints. Well, not the YouTube Saints. Let's just Saints Discord. Your one and only pre-show to the YouTube Saints.
How drunk
Coming
are
at you
you,
live
Jables?
Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not drunk yet.
Yet.
We're joined with Rimshee and AddiemonsterRC joining us this week too.
Hi.
Awesome sauce.
All right.
All right.
Anything going on
So,
Discord?
we have a, this week we're going to have a town hall on Sunday. One at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And another at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That show up if you got anything you want to make comments on or say anything about the Discord improvements or anything along those lines. Be there. Also, we'll be doing poker after the YouTube Saints tonight. If you want to join us for that, hop into music text after the Saints, or music chat after the Saints, and the room name and password and tabletop simulator will be posted in music chat or music text.
Music text. How drunk are you, Rimshee?
I am distracted. Not drunk.
Oh man,
Straight.
if I keep going at the rate that I'm going right now, I'm going to be completely fucking trash by the time Saint starts.
Well, that sounds like a good thing.
Oh man.
So as our token non-straight white cis male, you want to start us off with the first article, Eddie?
Oh god, do I ever? Let's see. Oh fuck, if I was professional I would have had it queued up already.
Yeah, but no one has to be professional here. Jables certainly isn't.
Well, going by the theme of this article, I identify as a professional, so that's good enough, right?
Well, it's
all right. So.
Oh, wait a second. We might need a different article.
What? Oh, is this one
start
not
a free trial?
Yeah,
it's asking me to start a free trial.
Oh,
yeah, same. Damn it. Alright, well, it's a pretty cut and dry kind of story. Basically, this rapper out of the UK.
Yeah. We'll pull up the big league politics one, which...
There's a Daily Mail article. 1 second.
Alright. Well, as you can tell, this one is from thetimes.co.uk.
Yeah. Links down in the chat.
Yeah, we'll go to this one. dailymail.co.uk.
Alright,
Let's be professional. Or not.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I didn't look into that beforehand.
That's alright.
I blame you entirely.
Like I said, we just have to identify as professional, and that's good enough. It's basically the same.
Yeah, totally.
Alright.
I'm having Discord issues all of a sudden. God damn it.
Oh lord.
Give
you
me
want
a
me
second.
to start while you work that out? Or?
We're off to a great start.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna restart this call, see if that fixes it. Alright. Go ahead, let's see.
Am I good?
Oh yeah, that fixed it right there.
Alright, so Larry, how am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know why, but every time I bring up OBS, it cuts you off. Or it starts...
Oh, me?
It makes you choppy for some reason.
Oh, hi, Bar.
Oh, also hi, Brainwash.
How's it going, guys? Anyway, go ahead and read.
Alright, so this is from thedailymail.com. Oxford-educated rapper smashes female weightlifting records while identifying as a woman in row over transgender athletes. Southampton-born Zuby broke various female lifting records without trying. The 32-year-old claimed to have done so whilst identifying as a female. It was a tongue-in-cheek response to an issue that is raging in the world of sport. So, rapper and Oxford graduate, wow, that's really well written. Rapper and Oxford graduate rapper Zuby stoked the flames of a burning debate when he took to Twitter to demonstrate that male athletes shouldn't compete alongside women. The Southampton native posted a series of videos of himself in a gym apparently destroying various female weightlifting records. But he did so whilst identifying as a female as a tongue-in-cheek response to the issue around biologically male athletes taking part in female competition. The 32-year-old claimed to have broke the women's deadlift record of 238 kilograms without even trying. I kept hearing about how biological men don't have any physical strength advantage over women in 2019. So watch me destroy the British women's deadlift record without trying. P.S. I identified as a woman whilst lifting the weight. Don't be a bigot, he tweeted, accompanied by a laughing face emoji. The rapper's tweet blew up, amassing nearly 1 million views, owing to the ongoing debate of the participation of transgender athletes in sport. Martina, unpronounceable last name, the female tennis legend, is a long-term campaigner for LGBT rights, but claims that male athletes self-identifying as female to compete is unfair. I agree, but more on that later. The 9 times Wimbledon champion, 62, says she is happy to address transgender athletes by whichever pronoun they desire, but would not be happy to compete against them unless they have fully transitioned. I don't agree with that, but more on that later. Some think this view doesn't represent or protect trans athletes. Zuby, who describes himself as a recreational lifter, told the Times that the video struck a nerve. He said, "It was done in a humorous way, but it made it more real. It showed the fallacies of the arguments on the other side. I have seen people saying there is no inherent biological strength difference between men and women. I posted it being a tongue-in-cheek... I posted it being
Rimshee, what the hell are you doing? Oh, motherfucker. For anybody that's curious, it sounds like Rimshee's jerking off with a wet sock.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Don't lie, it was mechanical equipment.
I posted it being a bit tongue-in-cheek, showing what I think is the obvious absurdity of their argument. Following up his initial tweet, in which he took on the deadlift, he decided to take on 2 more records. I'll take the squat and bench press record too while I'm at it. May as well. To fight bigotry, he said. He was praised widely and said himself that 98% of the feedback was positive. He shares a similar opinion to the aforementioned Martina, who has courted controversy since coming out as a lesbian in 1981. She received a wave of homophobic abuse and campaigned vehemently for LGBT rights. She became the unofficial spokesperson of the Fresh debate in December 2018 when she wrote on Twitter, "You can't proclaim yourself a female and be able to compete against women." She was called out by Canadian academic and cycling champion Dr. Rachel McKinnon, who is the first transgender woman to win a female world cycling title. McKinnon, 35, still has her male anatomy, but has lived as a woman since she was 29. She accused Navratilova of transphobia and demanded an apology. The cyclist wrote afterwards, "I still can't believe she said this, to me of all people." Czech-born Navratilova said in an opinion piece for The Times that transgender women in sport are cheating unless they have irreversible surgery to change their anatomy. She made a critical distinction between transgender women like McKinnon, who take hormones, and former tennis player Renee Richards, who was born Richard Raskin and had gender reassignment surgery. And that's where it ends.
Yeah.
Good.
A few things.
Time to start drinking, if you haven't already.
Yep.
Oh boy. But, okay.
We already know.
I'm just a lush. Never would have guessed. But anyway, so yeah, shit, why did I close that article already?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So, well, there were 2 points that I directly wanted to address. Do, 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 do. So yeah, Martina had mentioned that she claims that male athletes self-identifying as female to compete is unfair. I agree with that. What I don't agree with is the distinction that if you get the SRS, the sexual reassignment surgery, that you're still on that you're considered to be on even ground with female athletes. I think that that's a flaw in her logic.
Yeah, because there's still the muscle mass.
Yeah, like you're still biologically male, and you still have the bone structure and the muscle mass that a male has. Now, after like a decade plus of hormone therapy and like reassignment surgery, and your body's not producing the same amount of testosterone and things like that, yes, you are going to be at a disadvantage to your male counterparts. However, you are still at a distinct advantage physically to most females.
Yeah, well, this even goes the other way. Like somebody that's going female to male. There's that issue in Texas where a transgender individual was female to male transgender individual was going and getting the hormones and everything, and they wouldn't let him compete in the male competitions. So you pretty much just put a roided up biological female out there to wrestle females.
Yeah,
Fallon Fox is a classic example too for the UFC.
Yeah, I really don't. I feel like if you're like a world-class athlete and you've made the decision to commit to transitioning, and your sport is a gender-based sport, like it has a male or a female class, I think that's a dream that you have to give up on, because...
I will say this. Some are male and female separate because of history and tradition. Like, I could think... I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there are some that are just separated like that purely because that's how it's been.
Yeah.
Like, in reality, basketball could technically qualify under that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like things like weightlifting and stuff.
Anything that that involves a difference in physical body size. Oh wait, I just remembered. I'm using my Yeti, so everyone heard me walk away. I just walked away to go get a soapstone for my drink, and everyone heard me get quieter.
Yeah. See, this is the problem with using 2 different microphones, Rimshee.
Yeah.
I've got the same shitty Chinese headset that I've had for 2 years now.
But yeah, like it. I mean, if
Either
people
way,
want
I'm
to
getting
compete
scotch.
in ping pong, and if people want to compete in ping pong or something, I don't think gender matters too much in that. Skiing, I don't think that matters too much. But like combat sports and weightlifting.
Yeah, anything that like requires being broken down into different weight classes and things like that, I think that's something. I'm sorry, I know it's heartbreaking to hear, but like you can't. I don't think it's fair to try to be competitive amongst the gender that you're transitioning into. You know, it's like.
And to be fair, I'm fully aware Venus Williams got her ass handed to her by a 200th ranked male tennis player. But at the same time, we're talking about that is something that involves a lot of back and forth and So yeah, maybe basketball wouldn't be the best example either, but yeah, ping pong would be a good example for something that it doesn't matter.
I feel like sports like basketball, I think it would be fine if they were like gender neutral, because there are advantages to certain body types.
Yeah, that's fair. And it's not something where you're playing solo or in pairs. You're playing on a 5 individual team. Potentially, you could have you put your tall, stronger people where you need them, and then your lighter individuals with better hand-eye coordination in these other locations.
As long as he's balanced, I don't really see it.
God damn, you just roboted bad.
But yeah, no, like Barb put it best, like, you see, like, female MMA fighters, they train their whole lives, and they bust their asses to achieve the dream of, like, making it into the finals and, like, becoming, like, a champion at their sport. And then you have a former male champion transition, and then come in and just beat the ever-living shit out of them. It's not... I'm sorry, but that's really shitty.
Yeah, it's definitely not fair.
It's just not fair! Yeah. No, this is just just one of those articles. I don't think any of us are gonna agree with it on anything.
Yeah,
we'll
and
agree
it's
the negativity of this, but we're not gonna agree with people who fight for this shit.
Yeah, and like, it's a tough one for me because I try to be accepting of people and things, but it's just a situation where it's incompatible.
Yeah, no, it's just not gonna work.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all I got for that one.
Alright, so
I
let's
thought
talk
I was gonna
about
get a lot more
this.
triggered on that. Sorry.
If you're good on that, let's talk about our next article, which is mine. No. I claim it. It is all mine.
As long as I can do the Florida Man article, I don't really care.
I'll do the next two then. Number of criminals who improperly own guns increases in California. No fucking shit.
Now, is this because they were making certain things about guns illegal, so you automatically become a criminal?
That's part of it. And we can get into a bit of that later, but let's go through the article and see what the fuck they're saying, because it is what it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that was the right area. The number of criminals and mentally ill people who improperly own firearms in California has increased in the last year to more than 23,200, as a record number of people have been added to the list by the courts amid a surge of gun buying, State Attorney General Xavier Becerra said Friday. Becerra, probably. Who the fuck cares? The first program of its kind in the nation, the Armed and Prohibited Persons System in the California Department of Justice matches the names of people who have bought firearms with those later prohibited from possessing guns because they have been convicted of crimes or found to be severely mentally ill. The number of people on the list is up from 22,574 prohibited gun owners at the start of 2018, a figure that was revised drastically upward from last year's initial report, and 10,266 a decade ago. So it's nearly doubled. It's over doubled in a decade.
Yeah.
This week's report revised the number of armed and prohibited people in the database from January 2018, including cases in which gun owners have not been located by investigators after 3 visits to their known address. I'll keep my mouth shut on that for now. The swelling of the backlog occurred even though agents with the State Department of Justice seized firearms from a record 4,142 people last year. Becerra said at a Sacramento News conference surrounded by confiscated rifles and pistols. We have tons of cases coming in, Becerra said. More cases are coming in than our 50 agents can process. Governor Gavin Newsom, fuck him, recently proposed adding $5.6 million to the next year's budget for the program, a 50% increase over this year. Fuck him. That could expand the gun seizure unit by 20 agents. But Becerra said he is having a hard time hiring more people because their salaries are not competitive with the pay offered by other law enforcement agencies, including the California Highway Patrol. The expanded list.
Also, a lot of people that get into law enforcement agencies don't want to take other people's guns.
Yeah. That's part of it. The other possibility is that it's just not paying enough. Or it's paying equal, but no one wants to do it. So, without looking more into it, I'm not going to make a definitive statement on it. and yes, Bar, the audience is so small that most of the people here are mods. That's partly because everyone who has been here early enough pretty much has modship. So we know who has been here the longest, kind of thing. Anyway.
Plus, I just get drunk and start handing out wrenches. So.
Yeah, that happens. Which we have to talk later. The expanded list caused alarm among... Not about the channel, by the way. Caused alarm among some legislators, including Assembly Republican leader Marie Walden of Escondido. Not a bad place. Who have said Becerra has failed to confiscate guns from dangerous people. Waldron suggested Becerra has been too busy suing the Trump administration. He has filed 46 lawsuits thus far to make the gun program work. Republicans have demanded oversight and accountability in the APPS program, but Democrats have rejected our requests at every opportunity, Waldron said. This failure is the result. Maybe Attorney General Becerra should focus a little less on fighting with the federal government and a lot more on his job as California's top law enforcement officer. A little bit of shade there. That's probably not unwarranted. The issue was raised in the last year's election for Attorney General, with Republican challengers criticizing Becerra for not doing enough to make the program work. Becerra said that in just over the last decade, the number of known firearm owners in California has more than doubled from 927,686 in 2008 to 2,516,836 as of January 1st. Those are rookie numbers, California. We need to pump those numbers up.
Yeah.
You don't know which side of the fence I'm on. Not at all.
All I'm gonna say, I don't really have much to say because I don't live in California anymore, and also I can't have guns anyway. But I do want to interject that, as I mentioned in chat, because of mental health reasons, I am barred in New York State from owning any actual firearms. However, on the topic of people having guns that probably shouldn't have guns, they do allow me to own a hyper-realistic Scar Heavy replica. So I'm a little iffy on that.
I can send you a link about certain black powder firearms that are technically not firearms under the law.
Also,
yeah, black powder can be fun, but hey, Bar, I'll see your Rax gun sound of eagle screeching and raise you a.
Amidst all of this manly posturing, I'd just like to take a moment to say hi, Bio. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Bio, man.
Good to see you, girl.
All right, continuing on. Oh, pardon me. The legislator tried once before to get rid of the APPS backlog after the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook's Elementary School in New Hampton, Connecticut, resulting in the death of 20 children and 6 adults. Within months, the legislator approved $24 million over 3 years to the office of then Attorney General Kamala Harris, with the understanding that it would allow the Justice Department to whittle away at the backlog of prohibited persons that had topped 20,000 people. Becerra said that original backlog is down to 538 cases, and those remaining will be resolved by March 31st. However, the number of people being added to the list has increased over the last 6 years by 56,557, and the Department of Justice has not been able to remove guns in all of those new cases. In thousands of cases, 6,539 last year. People are removed from the list because they have died or the prohibition has expired. Becerra recommended changes to be considered by the legislator, including pay increases for special agents who face dangerous circumstances in knocking on doors and asking felons to give up their guns. My office remains committed to our mission, taking firearms away from dangerous and violent individuals, he said. We look forward to working with our government and legislator and our local partners to fulfill our mission.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Way,
in
guys,
all honesty, most of
devoted
California's gun laws would fall under unconstitutional. I mean, look at it this way. Prime example. California has a handgun list of firearms, handguns specifically, that are permitted to be purchased and owned within the state of California. On this list is the FN-57, which is a handgun that fires a 5.7 round. It's a tiny ass round. It's technically smaller. I think it's technically smaller than the 22, but it has a fair amount of power behind it. You can purchase a black FN-57. However, the exact same firearm, with the only difference being a tan slide. The color is the only difference. Functionally identical. The all-black version, legal. The tan slide, illegal. You are now a felon in California.
You know, you'd think it'd be the other way around, honestly.
California is fucking stupid. And, you know, here's the thing.
It's like that whole thing that conservatives do where they just lay out a bunch of guns and people generally say that the ones with the wooden stocks are acceptable, but all the other ones aren't.
Yeah.
Because they're assault weapons.
And usually the ones that are wood stocks are the ones that are the worst.
They're
technically
the more powerful
speaking.
Ones, yeah.
They're higher caliber. They do a lot more damage, and most of them are just as capable of semi-automatic fire. Well, here's an interesting thing. California has passed so many anti-firearms laws that technically anyone that owns a firearm can potentially be found to be in violation of some gun law. It's all but de facto illegalization. This is honestly how I feel. I mean, I will say this as it is how I see it. But this is honestly how I see it, and I think this is exactly true.
Yeah.
Don't let California become... don't let California bleed into any other state when it comes to their gun laws. Don't. New York is bad, too. Like, New York is pretty bad. It's fucking absurd.
All I can really add to this conversation at this point is, like, there's always been all this talk about, like, California trying to secede and all that, and, like, becoming its own like sovereign nation and things like how without guns? What do you plan to do if the government says no? You just be like, oh, okay.
And think of how many people within California would hop on to the federal side of things. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, Cammy.
Still telling you, we just need to place explosives in the San Andreas Fault and just float you guys away.
Don't send me anywhere.
No, you can come.
No. Here's the thing. What we need is California to have the purge for 1 week. You can come in from out of state. You can participate from within state. Purge. Okay. I say this in jest. Anyone who's listening, I am not interested in there actually being any sort of harm brought to anyone. Get the fuck out of Canada, Y2K.
So much stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Bars writing like erotic Batman AU fan fiction in the chat about Bunny.
Wait, what?
What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, apparently Bar gave Biotech Data a spanking in the Discord. Ooh,
I know, and I'm jealous. Hashtag me too.
Yeah, you look at him, and I don't see it, but apparently he gets all the hottest chicks.
He does have a fucking velvety smooth voice. Oh god.
He has a velvety smooth voice, and he looks like a Russian gangster.
Okay, so here we go from California gun laws and how stupid they are to how stupid Capitol Police are, because a Capitol Police weapon left unattended in Capitol bathroom. Again.
Don't leave that there.
Don't be stupid, stupid.
Don't be stupid.
Thank you, Philly D. A U.S. Capitol Police lieutenant left his service weapon in a bathroom Monday night, and the unattended gun was discovered later by another Capitol Police officer. After the House adjourned on Monday, Lieutenant Mike Baird left his Glock 22 in a bathroom in Capitol Visitor Center complex, according to sources familiar with the incident. Okay, a quick thing about Glock. Their numbering scheme makes no sense. The Glock 22 is not a 22 caliber pistol. The Glock 45 is not a 45 caliber pistol. It's stupid. If I remember right, the Glock 45 is a 9mm. And it's based, the numbering system is based on the, oh fuck, what's it called? It's based on the patent number. But come on, get better numbering system!
I just had a flash to like a fucking, like, what was the Tom Hanks movie with the pirates? And they took over the ship. And they're like, I am the captain now meme. I just had a flash of like that scene, but he's like some like random person finds the Glock and they're like like look at me, this is my problem solver now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're gonna number them, that's fine, but don't use like caliber numbers as your numbering system.
22 is a short little dinky thing. I don't think. I think the Glock 22 may be a 9mm. It could also be a 45. I don't remember. I don't know enough about Glock to be honest.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah. But it's stupid. They're numbering stuff. Oh, it's a 40 Smith & Wesson. It fires a 40 Smith & Wesson. The Glock 22 fires a 40 Smith & Wesson.
Okay.
So you're thinking a thing that's literally less than a 1/4 inch in diameter. Nope. This thing is nearly a 1/2 inch in diameter.
Jeez. Yeah. And the 45 is the 9mm?
I think, I don't know offhand. Yeah, let's look that up right quick. Yep, it's a 9mm. Oh, the stupid.
Get your shit together, Glock.
And no, Bar, my grandfather did not fight in the war, so he wouldn't need to know Austrian rule. If I remember right, I think my grandfather was pure German. He came over before the war, though.
Uh-huh. Sure he did.
Hey, I would have no problem saying that he...
Hashtag Rimshee's a Nazi. Spread it on Twitter now.
Oh, don't say that.
Jables, you're a horrible individual. I am not a Nazi.
Oh.
Yeah, I described this show to my cousin. As somebody, as a Marine, drunk, and
maybe
a
someone else.
Talk about shit. He's like, when I described that to him, he was like, "It's a lot of different perspectives, I guess."
Yep, that's what we're going for.
Oh my god!
I guess. I don't know.
Hooray for diversity!
Yeah,
we have a white male, we have a white male, and we have a white male that wears a dress.
We have a white male that that likes hatchet wounds. We have a white male that likes hatchet wounds and hot rods, and we have a white male who likes to tuck.
Fair enough.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No.
Not necessarily.
Anyway, back to the article.
About how I tuck. Isn't that all?
Which one, the dress or the tuck?
I don't really tuck. I just let my shit hang out. But do you like to wear a dress?
All right. Continuing on. Byrd addressed the incident at Tuesday morning's officer roll call, and according to sources, told fellow officers that he will be treated differently because of his rank as lieutenant. It was not clear what exactly the lieutenant meant by the comment. Unlike a gun with a traditional safety, a Glock will fire if the trigger is pulled, making the discovery of an unintended gun... This is the stupidity of this shit! What the fuck?! What the fuck?! You know what happens when you pull the trigger on any firearm? Assuming the safety is off, it goes off! Assuming it's loaded, it goes off!
Yeah, I forgot to, when I posted this in the group chat, I forgot to include that little screenshot.
I forgot this was in here!
Simply by pulling... Yeah, it's a gun that can be fired simply by pulling the trigger.
Unlike a gun with a traditional safety. Glocks have traditional safeties on them. They do!
Let's go Gatling guns with a turn crank.
They do! Oh, God. It's required by law that a Glock has a safety.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna quickly pull this shit up. Holy fuck, this annoys the shit out of me. Well, hopefully I'll quickly pull it up. I'm sending it to my computer right now. Let's see which window it pulls it up on. God damn. There it is. Alright, let's pull this up real quick and scroll down. This thing has a safety in the trigger, yes, but there's also safeties in the system. Like, there's a slide safety. If I remember right, it's in this area. Or no, wait, it's, I think that's it right there. If you can... Oh, wait, no, you can't see my mouse. But it's right under the 9x19. But see, this is a Glock 17, which is a 9mm firearm. The safety's right there. It looks like it's got 2 safeties. I forget where all the safeties are on this thing. Like, this is not a firearm that is gonna cause issues. There's... oh no, wait, that's the mag release. That holds... Yeah, there's a safety in the trigger. There's a safety on the weapon to prevent it from being pulled. It's stupid. Stupid shit people say.
Yep.
Capitol Police said a service weapon was discovered during a routine security sweep Monday. Once the weapon was secured, the department began an immediate investigation into the matter. According to Capitol Police spokesman Eva Maliki, these people are fucking idiots. The department takes these matters very seriously and has a very thorough process of investigation and review incidents such as these and holds personnel accountable for their actions, Maleki said in a statement. Following the investigators' conclusion, appropriate action will be taken in accordance with the department's official policies and procedures. This is not the first time that a case like this has come to light and under investigation in recent years. In 2015, there were a rash of Capitol Police service weapons left behind in inappropriate places. I bet one was left behind in a badge.
To be fair, you should always keep track of where your firearms are when you are taking them out of your home or your safe or whatever.
I mean, okay, I'm really annoyed at this cop because he's fucking stupid for leaving it in a bathroom. But then fucking... Like, he's an idiot. He should get more than just a slap on his wrist. He should definitely get his penor slapped hard by a paddle. Not just the head. And then on top of that, these idiots are saying, yeah, a Glock fires when you pull the trigger.
Yeah. It's that easy to fire a gun. That's a hit. That's an issue. Right?
Yeah, it's... So
they've
effectively...
only been fired by pulling triggers for hundreds of years.
Effectively, a dumbass cop, lieutenant, mind you, left his service pistol in the fucking... left his pistol in the bathroom. And everyone else is... They're being fucking stupid. And then the roll call does this stupid shit. I'm done with this article. Fuck them.
Do you think the reason why he left it in the bathroom was because he was standing in front of the mirror, like, doing gun spins and stuff, trying to look cool? Then
no,
he got a call
he probably took it out. He probably took it out of the holster because he didn't want it to touch the ground. Set it on the toilet paper dispenser. And forgot to put it back in its holster.
I like to think he was trying to look cool and doing gun spins.
Yeah, why would you want him to feel like he's being cool? He's a dumbass!
He's still a dumbass, regardless.
Yeah. But then again, there are plenty of people. There are plenty of people in this world that are dumbasses, just like in the next article.
Yeah, well, like me, I bought a machete off a guy that pulled it out of a snow berm one day.
Who's the idiot? The idiot or the idiot that buys from the idiot?
Who knows? The guy said he needed some money. He just pulled a machete out of nowhere and said, "Can I sell this to you?" And I said, "Sure."
Totally not a murder weapon.
Yeah, let's move on to the next article, Jables.
Alright, this is perfect. I've been waiting for this all fucking week. Florida man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket. Yes.
Alright, I wasn't aware of the whole headline. I wanted to go into this one blind. And my God, am I glad that I did.
In a bizarre event.
Wow?
Yeah, in a bizarre event that could have only happened in Florida. A man has bitten his brother's penis off after he found him having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket. It's still unknown what pissed him off. I think the headline alone tells you what pissed him off. The incest or the fact they did it on his favorite blanket. Or maybe both. We don't know for sure. And we might never know. What we do know is that what he did was extreme. He was arrested yesterday and said that he regrets nothing. And this way, it will never happen again. And he's kind of right about that. Her cousin could only describe him as savage, and she hopes he rots in prison. His brother was hospitalized.
I hope he enjoys the taste of dick blood in his mouth. I mean, come on, man. That's metal.
His brother was hospitalized with several injuries and might never use his dick again because it was completely destroyed. Damn, that's intense. Dude, like, chew it up and everything, too? Doctors are doing everything they can to reconstruct it.
He's not going to have a very successful porn career after this.
I don't underestimate people who get reconstructions.
But that haircut is fucking on point.
It's so
2 points even.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm okay, I swear. I'm better now. I just put a couple parts on my stuff, and I'm doing better. I'm calm.
All right. That's good. It's good to know. Yeah, so that's it for that article.
Yeah, it's short. But, I mean, come on. He bit dude's dick off.
It's short but sweet.
He bit his brother's dick. Like, how did this go? How did this come to be? I have so many questions.
I think Florida Man answers all your questions.
Not enough of them.
Honestly. Between Florida Man and I mean, dude, they were fucking on his favorite DBZ blanket, okay?
Yeah.
Are you telling me you would just let that slide?
You're assuming I have a favorite DBZ blanket.
I know you do.
Do I? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Don't be so sure.
I know all your secrets.
You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Yeah, Rimshee's always kind of struck me as a Sailor Moon kind of guy.
Yeah, come on.
Just don't come on in Sailor Moon blanket.
Oh yeah.
Oof. All right. So let's get into our tried and true thing. Let's get back to science. Oh man. First mole on Mars hits a rocky snag beneath the red planet's surface. Bar, we don't need a couples counselor. Shut up. The first Martian mole encountered some obstacle underground as the NASA InSight lander dug below the surface, NASA reported. The InSight Mars lander, which touched down in November, deployed a probe as part of its heat and physical properties package, also called HP-3. The probe, or mole, is designed to burrow underground and measure heat coming from the inside of Mars, information that will help scientists better understand the planet's structure and formation. But the 16-inch, 40-centimeter probe made it only 3/4 of the way out of its housing structure on February 28th before stopping short. A second attempt on Saturday, March 2nd, yielded little progress. In a statement, NASA officials said the data received so far suggests that the mole is at a 15-degree tilt and has hit some rock or gravel. While the instrument is designed to get around rocky obstacles, the German instrument team plans to stop the procedure for further investigation.
You know, I hear German and suddenly it makes so much sense.
What are you talking about? Volkswagen. German engineering.
Volkswagen? Ja!
Volkswagen? Ja. Alright. The team has decided to pause the hammering for now to allow the situation to be analyzed more closely and jointly come up with strategies for overcoming the obstacle. Tillman Smallman, HP3 Principal Investigator at the German Aerospace Center, DLR, said in a blog post. This pause will last for about 2 weeks, he added.
Oh, shit.
Well, the probe isn't moving right now. It's otherwise working as it is supposed to. Once everything is set, the probe will release pulses of heat of 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 degrees Celsius, to measure how quickly the heat dissipates under the surface. This property, known as thermal conductivity, helps calibrate sensors embedded in a tether trailing from the back of the mole, as the official said. Once the mole is deep enough, these tether sensors can measure Mars' natural heat coming from the inside of the planet, which is generated by radioactive materials decaying and energy left over from Mars' formation.
Interesting.
For now, the team will do more heating tests with their mole to see how the upper surface of Mars conducts heat. The team will also measure temperature changes using a radiometer on the deck of InSight. This week provides an interesting opportunity to do so. InSight will experience mini eclipses when one of the Martian moons, Phobos, moves in front of the sun. When Phobos partially blocks the sun, it will cool the terrain surrounding InSight. Yeah. It's not much of a plot twist. I think that was actually pretty open, guys.
Yeah. Not much to say beyond get your shit together, Germany. What happened to you? I used to be the king.
Yeah.
Now you can't even get a fucking mole to work right. Come on.
You were Germany, you were the reason why we ended up going to space. Now you can't even dig into the ground?
I'm gonna tell you something though. Like when I saw the headline at first, when it was like German mole, I was like, wait, they're already sending German spies to Mars?
Yeah.
What are they trying
That's
to
quick.
report on?
It's not even anything. Do they just follow around the rovers and see what they're up to? Oof. Careful there, Rimshee. I thought you weren't a Nazi.
I'm not. But we're talking about Germans. German moles.
Yeah.
Tracking the movements of foreign entities.
Are they looking for the Mars Jews? Oh, bad joke.
No, there are no Mars Jews anymore.
Wow, just erase an entire identity, why don't you?
I didn't erase it. The fucking Saturn Germans did it.
Bar, the Moon Jews and the Martian Germans are having their own war.
Oh, no.
Yeah, let's add that to the lore somehow. I like that.
Where do I fall on that thing, though? I am very Germanic. And Italian. I'm like all Axis up in here.
Yeah, I'm very Norwegian. I'm German, Scottish, and Asian.
Are you Asian? Are you
I don't really know. No, probably not.
Yeah, I'd say no. I'd say you're full of shit.
Most of my heritage is German, post World War I, pre World War II. However, I like to tell people how German I am, but I never bothered to learn my father language. So I speak English, and that's it. I'm the most I'm like the most poserish like German immigrant. Or I'm not an immigrant. Holy fuck! I'm drunk. I'm already drunk. I'm sorry. I'm ruining the show.
No, it's perfect. You're fine.
You kidding? Yeah. I'm building a rifle during the show.
But you gotta stop that shit, man.
Oh no, I'm muting them so that it doesn't ruin everything. I'm just fucking with you guys.
Yeah. I don't like it. It's throwing me off.
That's what you get.
Good point, Cats. Good point. Thank you for the correction.
Wait, it's International Women's Day today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we started off with that article about that dude.
So am I.
Smashing women's records.
That makes it even better.
Smash the matriarchy. 1776 will rise again.
Yeah, when you can destroy somebody's career with a hashtag, I think you have some institutional power.
I don't know if I'm part of the patriarchy or the matriarchy, but either way, I wish someone would smash me.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, did I say that live?
Yes.
I wouldn't worry about it, Addie. You shouldn't wish for things you can't handle.
Oh, is that a challenge?
No. Statement of fact.
Okay. Alright, well. If you ever find yourself out east, or if I find myself out west, if Miss Rimshee will allow it, you can put your money where your mouth is, or where my mouth is.
Who said that it would be me?
Well, don't write checks that you can't cash, Mr. Big Talk.
I didn't write the check. I just know it exists.
I'm talking shit.
This is the best talk show on YouTube.
It is.
Is it?
Let's all talk about how we're gonna face fuck each other.
Why aren't we monetized?
Why aren't we?
We don't have 1,000 subs yet.
No.
Yeah. You need 1,000. You need 1,000 subs and like 400 hours of watch time or some shit like that, or 4,000 hours of watch time.
Oh.
By the way, guys, my birthday passed and we didn't reach that 200 sub mark. I'm disappointed in all of you.
I'm not. Now push. You should all push now if you were ever going to.
Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that like button or the dislike button. Interactions are interactions. It really doesn't matter. And retweet my shit.
Or don't.
And sub.
I'm gonna put it to the chat. I've been thinking about making a new Twitter account. I haven't been on Twitter for about going on 2 years now since I got banned. I kind of want to go back just to do like trolly stuff. What do you guys think? Are any of you guys on Twitter? Would you like to see me fuck with people who take themselves way too seriously?
I'd like that. I'd join in with you.
I don't know. Are you trans-dimensional at all? Yeah, I watched the Alex Jones interview with the Joe Rogan interview with Alex Jones yesterday. So
I haven't seen
transgender, transdimensional demons coming after your babies.
Like,
have you ever seen Satan? Have you ever seen Satan? Satan is very seductive. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Like within the first 5 minutes, he said, "Yeah, people take me more seriously. I don't believe as much shit as people think." 20 minutes later, trans-dimensional demon pedophile bitches. Fuck yeah! Oh my god.
So, as someone who doesn't really give a shit about Alex Jones or Joe Rogan, would you say that's worth my time?
Yes.
If you don't watch Joe Rogan, to watch Alex Jones go fucking batshit over things that don't exist, like it's fucking fantastic. Let me put it to you this way: it's Joe Rogan, who is a stand-up comedian. I forget who the other guy is, but he's another stand-up comedian. And
Eddie
Alex
Bravo's a comedian. He's a MMA fighter.
Oh, whatever. Doesn't he do stand-up though?
No.
You sure? Because it sounded they were talking like he does do stand up, but
he just constantly hangs out with comedians.
Oh, that's fair. But they're sitting there. Alex Jones is there, and they're like, "Dude, you've got to do stand up comedy. Please come to an open mic night. You're fucking fantastic."
Yeah.
Yeah, my problem with like watching Alex Jones for more than like a 30-second video clip is that I firmly believe that he doesn't believe all the stuff that he like has quote unquote passionate freakouts about. I feel like the mask slipped when he was trying to keep his kids, and he was like, "You don't really believe I believe all that shit, right? You know, I'm playing a character." I think that was probably the true Alex Jones.
I'm 50-50 on that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to like I watch him say these horrible things, and I get kind of caught up in between like, all right, either he doesn't believe in like crisis actor children, and he's just doing this to make money and to get clicks, and that's really shitty, or he does believe in crisis actor children, and I honestly kind of feel bad for him because he's so fucking delusional, and it's hard for me to laugh at him. Because I feel like a bad person for finding that funny. So, I don't know. Alex Jones is hard for me to watch. I guess I don't find him as amusing as some people do, but I do love that clip where he called himself retarded.
Yeah.
I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded. He calls himself gay, too, later in that thing. He's just like...
Wow.
I'm gonna be straight up, I'm really gay.
It's completely bizarre too. It's fucking fantastic.
Nobody fucking touches on it. Everybody's focused on the retarded clip. I think the I'm gay clip is fucking hilarious.
Well, I think thanks to iDubbbz, the whole like I'm gay thing is kind of played out. Not to give any shade to iDubbbz, but I mean like, I think that became such a meme that it got kind of worn out in the cultural zeitgeist of the internet.
Yeah, maybe.
Hearing people say retarded in this day and age is a bit more edgy, I think.
That's fair. Joe Rogan did fall out of his chair after he said that, so...
Oh my god.
I forgot we were doing a show. Speaking of weird shit and transdimensional demons, you guys want to talk about some alien life?
Sure.
Alien life possible where two stars squeeze together, scientists claim.
Sounds hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into this already.
Star, you're a star, let's squeeze together. The possibility for alien life increases when two stars are pushed together by a third, according to new research announced Tuesday. Astronomers at the University of Sheffield in the UK developed a model that found a habitable zone is larger near two stars that are pushed together by a passing third star. Their findings were published in the journal Monthly Notices of the Royal Astronomical Society. The habitable zone, sometimes called the Goldilocks zone, is the area around a star where temperatures aren't too hot or too cold. That area is the only place scientists believe life can develop because the conditions allow for the formation of complex molecules in water. Scientists have typically... It's so hard to talk without this tooth, motherfucker. Scientists have typically looked at the solar system around single stars like Earth's Dr. Richard Parker from the University of Sheffield and Bethany Wooten, that's a cool last name, an undergraduate at the University of York, looked at binary systems, solar systems around two stars that are still forming. Using computer simulations and model interactions between stars and young clusters, Wooten and Parker calculated how those interactions affected binary pairs. They found many of the pairs had their habitable zones expanded when the stars themselves were squeezed together by other stars passing by. In a typical cluster, also called a stellar nursery, there are about 350 binaries. Wooten and Parker found that about 20 of them would squeeze together. A few of the pair's habitable zones even overlapped, creating even larger areas where life is possible. The search for life elsewhere in the universe is one of the most fundamental questions in modern science, and we need every bit of evidence we can find to help answer it. Wooten said in a statement, "Our model suggests that there are more binary systems where planets sit in Goldilocks zones than we thought, increasing the prospects for life. So those worlds beloved of science fiction writers, where two suns shine in their skies above alien life, look a lot more likely now," she added. Yeah.
I'm trying to form a joke here about how two celestial bodies rub up on each other.
They're just gangbanging that fucking. They're coming at the Goldilocks zone from two ends.
Yeah, two stars squeezing together create life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't create life, but they make it more possible.
I'm trying not to make it too sexual because it sounds kind of heartwarming and, inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
That does genuinely make me happy, though. That there's, I don't know, I used to be really into space and stuff when I was a kid. That's why I get kind of excited when we do space stuff on the show.
Oh fuck yeah!
But I admit I'm kind of out of the loop recently. But whenever I hear things about like there might be this potential for alien life, there might be that potential for alien life, it gets me kind of excited because I get really depressed thinking that this lonely rock is, as far as we know, the only place where there's any kind of I don't even care if it's intelligent life. Just the idea that there's life existing outside of our planet, that that makes me happy. It's so supreme. Yeah, it's so supremely, I don't know, maybe
awesome.
Yeah, and it makes me feel kind of depressed when I think about the fact that maybe we're the only life out there. We had this 1 in a 27.52 bazillion shot to have life anywhere in the galaxy, and it's here on this planet and nowhere else. That it makes you feel kind of special, but it also makes you feel incredibly lonely.
Yes, like you, I also want to share my misery with other planets. I never said that.
Yeah, I mean, I was chatting with my mom today. Got into some religious talk and whatnot, and started going on the subject of we're not that special. We just learned how to use tools. Pretty much it.
I mean,
and then we got really good at it. Compared to other species on the Earth? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I entirely agree with that. I feel like there's something you said for how our brains developed, and the fact that we're one of few species on the planet with an opposable digit. I don't know. I think
the point behind that is that every species has something that makes them special. We just have something that allowed us to dominate the entire planet.
Fact.
Special thing allowed us to dominate the entire planet. Other species' special things: run faster, jump higher, climb things better, all that jazz. They're special all in their own way. We just got the best special thing.
Speaking of that, a friend of mine and I were talking about apex predators the other day, and one of the things he mentioned is that if you think about it, like fish like the great white shark are perfect apex predators, because it's basically it's a very, very fast underwater esophagus with teeth. It does what it has to do. Things go on one end, they come out the other end, and it's just It couldn't be more simple and perfect.
Not wrong.
Yeah. I was like, I never thought of it that way. It's literally just a throat with fins and teeth.
Yeah, well, we had an article a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Great white sharks are actually responsible for the extinction of another species of super sea creature. It's like a larger shark that great whites just fucking demolished.
Megalodon.
Yeah.
Well, if it's such an apex predator, how come they're not around anymore?
It wasn't apex enough.
Yeah, great whites beat it out.
I think there needs to be like a new classification. There's like apex predator, and then the ones that don't get weeded out by evolution are like Chad predators.
Chad predators. They're beta. They're beta predators.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I apologize for not contributing much. I'm really starting to feel the alcohol now.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
You're perfectly acceptable. You're perfectly adequate, Eddie.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh, okay. So, according to Bar, we have our first t-shirt design.
Chad Predator.
I made a meme, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Baby.
Yeah, we'll talk to some of our graphic design buddies and get that up. Oh, that's what we can do. We can just start selling merch for no reason whatsoever. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys really want to support the show, go to the YouTube Saints, go to their Streamlabs, and send them a bunch of out of context Streamlabs that
From
apply to
this
this show and not to theirs.
Do it. They'll be like, "What the hell are they talking about?" Because they don't watch us. Ain't that right, Jeff? Ain't that right, Nick?
Yeah, every single week that I have been on this show, they have poached one of our articles. Every week.
Which one do you think they'll get this time?
Oh God, probably.
Oh wait, we still have one more that we wanted to do.
All right.
This is a follow-up to last week. Let's go over that, and then we can discuss this.
Okay.
SpaceX makes historic. Makes him historic by. Okay, that was not the copy editor. SpaceX makes history by completing first private crew capsule mission.
Rimshee, I'm gonna ask you to make an amendment to reading that headline.
What?
It's International Women's Day. Can you please say herstory?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Women should get in the kitchen. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't want my girlfriend in the kitchen. I want her to be happy. So if she ever watches this, which she never will, she should live her life in the bedroom.
Also,
Oh,
what kind of show do you think this is? You think we give a fuck about International Women's Day?
I mean...
Well, okay, here's the bigger question. Do you think we give a fuck? Anyway.
Period? No, not really.
SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule has safely splashed down in the Atlantic, making it the first privately built crew capsule spacecraft ever to complete a mission to the International Space Station.
That's pretty rad.
It's one of several firsts SpaceX plans this year, but Boeing is hot on its heels with a crew demonstrator of its own. And, of course, the real test is doing the same thing with astronauts on board. This mission, Demo 1, what a name, Demo 1, had SpaceX showing that its Crew Dragon capsule, an evolution of the cargo-bearing Dragon that has made numerous ISS deliveries, was complete and ready to take on its eponymous crew. Okay. I probably pronounced that wrong. It took off early in the morning, March 2nd, still March 1st on the West Coast, circled the Earth 18 times, and eventually came to a stop, relatively speaking, of course, adjacent to the ISS. After which, it approached and docked with the new International Docking Adapter. The 400 pounds of supplies were emptied, but the anthropomorphic test device, known as Ripley, basically a space crash test dummy, stayed in her seat on board. That's pretty cool.
Wait, they named the dummy
Ripley.
After
after
I love it. I absolutely love that.
Sigourney Weaver from Alien.
Yeah, exactly. I for some reason couldn't remember her name. Still, that's pretty fucking cool. It's also worth noting
strong female leads. That happened in the 80s. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck you and you're desiring for strong female leads by making them Mary Sues. Star Wars. It's also worth noting that the Falcon 9 first stage that took the capsule to the edge of atmosphere landed autonomously on a drone ship. That's pretty fucking cool, too. 5 days later, very early this morning, when was this done? 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago! So, very early this morning, not like some day in the past, but this morning, the craft
around noon.
The craft disengaged from the ISS and began the process of deorbiting. It landed on schedule at about 8:45 in the morning Eastern Time. That's pretty cool. I was awake at that time.
Yeah. I was on my way to Jersey.
It's a huge validation of NASA's Commercial Crew program. And, of course, a triumph for SpaceX, which not only made and launched its functioning crew spacecraft, but did so before its rival Boeing. That said, it isn't winner takes all. The two spacecraft could very well exist in healthy competition as crewed missions to space become more and more common. Expect to see a report on the mission soon after SpaceX and NASA have had time to debrief and examine the craft. And Ripley. That was cool. So now, which one do you think they're going to poach? This one, I think of all of them, it would be this one.
Yeah, probably. I'm fucking super stoked about the idea of, like, privateer space missions. That is badass. Like, I'm just, like, envisioning, like some kid in India just, like, starting to build his own spacecraft.
We've gone leaps and bounds just in the last 2 years alone. When it comes to space travel, we've gone so fucking far.
In all honesty, I'm looking forward to the day when the spacecraft becomes the modern version of it becomes that time's version of the classic car.
Oh yeah.
Or sports car, or this or that.
I want to get to the point that we can have a Saints meetup on the moon. Bring your lizards.
Oh man. No, this is so fucking awesome.
Yeah. Space has been super cool. That's why we've been covering it every episode. There's
space
so
is awesome.
Going on right now.
Space is our favorite. It's just a fact.
Yeah, Florida Man in space. By the way, that leads me to another reminder for the audience. We are still devoted to staying out of politics unless it applies to certain laws, like what we've talked about in the past, like how they're
stuff
trying to
that
ban
we
dwarf
care
tossing
about.
in my state. Yeah.
Anything having to do with firearms.
Anything having to do with firearms.
Blame me for that one.
Well, I'm pro-gun, so I'm okay with it. Also, they were trying to make dwarf tossing illegal in my state, so we talked about that. But the 2020 election is coming up, and I'm going to need your help to find non-politics articles. So please, send me your shit.
Unless it's something big, like Hillary announcing her running, which is going to be a joke in and of itself, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, no, it's already been declared that she's not running, but let's not talk about that. Yeah,
You alright,
It's going to be really hard to avoid politics. It's going to be really hard to avoid politics coming up. I need your guys' help.
Yeah, same here. God, like, if all anyone ever wants to do is talk about politics, you could expect me not to be around on the show.
Yeah.
Man.
Another good thing is I want to bring back that segment. Is this satire article Jables? Because that was really fun the few times that we did it. It's just hard to find satire articles.
Well, here's the thing. Don't look for them. Find satire articles, and we'll talk about them. And then after the fact, if it sounds like something that is Jables, we'll mention it. It doesn't have to be its own segment.
Yeah, my two favorites were my friend got addicted to flat Earth Facebook, and the only black guy at this punk rock show wishes I would stop calling him that. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
It's so cool that you're here and no one's making it weird or anything.
What?
No. Ignore me, I'm drunk.
Well, we know you're drunk, but that's why we're paying attention to you. It's fucking awesome.
Oh god, no.
That sounded a bit male feministy.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. It's a rape joke.
I already can't listen to this fucking VOD because Larry pointed out that apparently at some point I moaned on stream.
Did you?
Yeah, can we please delete this VOD? Can we not upload this video?
You didn't moan. He's making shit up, I'm sure.
Yeah. And if you did, we can just edit out the audio for that split second.
I'm sure you'll totally do that.
Totally. Because I always go back and I fix the stuff that I'm supposed to fix. That's why there's several episodes without news article links in the description.
Yeah, that's been an issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would do it before.
Bar saying that Larry was just talking shit. I hope you're right, Bar.
He is. Bar would not steer you wrong. I promise.
I don't know about
Bar
that.
is a good friend.
I don't think it's right to talk about Larry like this because he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
He was posting earlier. We're pretty much done, people. If you keep watching, but yeah, we're pretty much done.
Yeah, we need that watch time so we can get monetized.
Well, yeah, you guys missed it apparently, but Larry went to bed like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
Well, he said he was tired when he got in here, so.
Yeah. Why you gotta pick on Larry like that, Rimshee? Jeez.
Don't ask questions. Shut up.
I'll ask all the questions I want.
I told you to shut up, boy.
Yeah. Well. I don't know what else to say about anything, and we've got another half hour until.
No, we don't.
Till
We've got another 4 minutes till the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always cut it off half hour before the scenes start. Not a big deal.
Oh, okay. I would know that if I came on half as many times as people asked me to.
Half as many times as I've been invited.
Build a wall on the moon? Why would I do that? Oh, to protect the moon Jews. That's why I would do that. Right.
Whoa, Y2K! First of all, I don't own a Sibian. They're expensive.
Yeah, I think 4 minutes of Addie writing anything would get our ratings up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll be the Ryby of the Let's Just Sing.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's a drunken peasants reference.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Jess said I am definitely getting a ride down to Portland with Ben and Billy.
Oh, nice.
For some sort of meetup down there.
Nice.
I talked to Ben and Billy. They had no idea.
That they were even going?
Yeah.
I'm not absurdly far from Nick. I need to try to hook up with him once. I had mentioned
by hook up, do you mean?
Oh God, I did not mean it like that. Oh no. I honestly don't know Nick's stance on traps as far as sexual proclivity.
I think as long as you're not a starfish, he's probably going to be okay with it.
Oh God, I may have accidentally started a meme I did not want to start.
And that would be?
But no, like I had mentioned to him and Anna before that we all kind of live in sort of decent proximity to each other, and we should go drink sometime or something. And they both expressed interest, but none of us followed up on it.
That sounds like a problem you need to remedy.
That I need to be rectified.
You need to remedy that issue.
That's a bad pun.
Yeah, like Pavaros and I live like less than a 30-minute drive from each other.
Or a ferry ride.
Yeah. Well, I'm including the ferry ride in that whole drive. And we still don't hang out. I don't know why. I need to talk to him.
Well, for one thing, he's dealing with stupid shit having to do with his computer right now.
Yeah, that's why we need to go out. But I'm also dealing
with it, and it's not working.
Well, I'll talk about that off air.
Speaking of computer stuff, while we've got the audience here, I'm thinking at some point this year I want to completely rebuild my rig. If I started streaming on Twitch, like games and stuff, with or without a cam, I'm not decided yet. Would any of you guys like be interested in that?
Sure.
Not without a cam.
Oh, okay. I don't have boobs, so it's not like we'll have like a cleavage camera or anything.
Relax.
I don't know what you
I don't really like Twitch, but I'd probably hop in and hang out in the chat every once in a while. Twitch does this fucky thing where sometimes it lets you adjust the quality to prevent buffering, and sometimes it doesn't. So it's really my only problem with Twitch. That and it takes up a shit ton of bandwidth.
Yeah, I noticed on Wednesday, I was putting through like a super chat, and like within 5 seconds it was coming up on the stream. I was like, what the fuck? This is the quickest I've ever seen it update.
Yeah, they're not good about that.
Yeah, but Twitch is all fucky. Sometimes it demands that you either do the 720p or you go to auto, but auto is always like puts you at one step above where you need to be to avoid buffering.
Yeah, I've done some tests on my rig. I've played some GTA 5 on like decent settings, just to test it out, and people were saying that they were getting like about 30-second delay, and they weren't getting a lot of buffering, but like my quality kept like rapidly changing. So I don't know if that's my bandwidth or if that's my rig, but my rig is definitely not future proof, and it's going on like 6 years old.
Yeah, I'm thinking about at some point in the near future I'll have to upgrade my CPU and motherboard. So I know that feeling.
Yeah. What's also kind of sketchy for me is that I've been kind of out of the loop. I haven't built a PC, like gone out and like made a shopping list and built it myself for like a decade. This one was literally just hand-me-downs from friends that just gave me shit that was better than mine. I I don't really know what to look for as far as like good shit. That guy Rags, who like he hates console peasants or
okay,
whatever.
who's got the police coming for them?
Oh, that's me. I live like right next door to the ghetto.
For once, it's not me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm sorry.
Right. Usually it's me because I live right down the street from a fire station.
Well, actually, you know, I just realized it's 6 o'clock. We're just kind of bullshitting now. I forgot that the show was on.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's been a weird day. Sorry, guys. I've been a little bit distracted because I've busted out my tooth.
I've been a little bit distracted because I got the final part I needed to make my rifle.
I'm already kind of sloshed, and I'm scrolling through furry porn on my other monitor, so don't mind me.
Yeah, and she's been posting it in the Discord chat.
It's cute. It's not really porn though. It's cute. It's a cute.
That's okay. I had a friend who sent me a shit ton of furry porn. I still talk to her, but I don't think she's all that into furry porn anymore. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? If you're into furry porn, be into furry porn.
Bar wants to beat me to death now. That's fine. If you do it in a sexy way, I'm okay with it.
As long as you do it right, big boy.
Oh. Oh no.
I've created a monster.
Alright, thank everybody for joining us. This has been another episode of Let's Just Say the Discord. Episode number 56, 7, something like that. Be sure to tune into the YouTube Saints. Follow me, Jables, on Twitter. Links in the description. Follow Addie on Instagram. Her name is in the description somewhere.
Yeah,
and you can find me on Discord.
If I don't forget.
Yeah, you can find Rimshee on Discord. You might be able to find him on Twitter, but he doesn't really use Twitter. So.
Yeah, I don't use... I'm actually thinking about using Twitter purely to get suspended from Twitter. And that's with my main account. That's about all Twitter's good for nowadays. Yeah. It's going to influence the elections and then become completely dead.
You know that really racist e-fucked video that Jeff likes to share sometimes?
I think I know the one you're talking about.
The one where with the white blonde chick that's just eat watermelon and fuck her. Yeah, I tweeted a link to that at Tariq Nasheed. I got suspended for like a week. Didn't get banned though. I was surprised.
I got permabanned because I called 6 different people retard within 48 hours.
Yeah, I've done way worse shit than that on Twitter.
We should probably close out the show.
I did get suspended one time for calling myself a faggot. All right, thank you, everybody. See you next week at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, everyone.
Close it out.
Yep, will do.